If you have a car, but it sits in the driveway and can't be used for whatever reason, then that car is really not useful for its intended purpose, right? That's the same thing with a lifetime trust. You can set up the lifetime trust, but if you don't make it work for you by funding the lifetime trust, then it's not going to act in a time of need the way that you intended it to. So, funding your lifetime trust is a very big part of trust planning. And I want you to think of each asset that you own and think if you were to set up a lifetime trust, would you be transferring that asset to the trust as soon as possible, let's say after the trust agreement is signed? Or would you be naming the trust as a beneficiary on an asset? Or would you be not using the trust in regard to some assets that you do own? Perhaps there's going to be some other arrangements in play. But you really do need to go through each asset that you own and what are you planning to do with it? Are you going to transfer it to the trust? How does that look? How are you doing that? Or are you naming the trust as the beneficiary on certain assets? Or is an asset not going to be part of the trust planning? So if you kind of like jump to the end of thinking of what is a trust and what is it going to do for me, you're starting to think about funding the trust and what that means for your particular situation. So I hope to get into this further because, this is a great part of planning for people and often gets missed and often gets to be the last thing that you think about. And we don't want that to be so because otherwise the trust is going to be like that car that can never really go anywhere and not do what you want it to do. So this is Ruth George with Ruth P. George Law, PLLC, Trust and Estate Attorney. This video, as with any video I do put out, is for educational purposes only, and I look forward to seeing you on another video.